Now we need to create one more set of links between our three HTML files, and this, I think, will be the last thing we have to do before we can start looking at CSS. So we're in constitution.html. I'm going to come down to the opening nav tag inside the body section. I'm going to press enter just a couple of times. Go back up to the first one. We need to create a link that takes us from constitution to declaration. And that's going to be real simple. We can just type in Declaration of Independence, and then we can just highlight that, and then Control-Shift-A, stick an anchor tag on there, and our anchor tag, we can just type this in. It's going to be very simple. Come right in between the quotation marks here and just type declaration.html, and it works fine. Do this again on the second line. We need to go from constitution to the amendments. I'm going to highlight that, Control-Shift-A, type in A tag, hit enter, come in here between the quotation marks, Control-S to save. Now when we come into the constitution file, then we see those here at the top. And again, we have that same problem of needing something to separate what we want on one line from what needs to be on the second line. So we'll come in, and for now, we'll stick in a BR tag right there between where we want those to be separated. And now we have these two Declaration of Independence and amendments on this same line. We need to really have space between them, so we can just come right down here to our fragment links and copy one of these non-breaking space with a pipe symbol between them and paste that at the end of the first one. We don't need to paste it at the end of the second one because there's nothing that follows it. So Control-S to save, and now we have declaration and amendments on separate lines. Why don't we have a link here to Constitution? Because you never, except in extraordinary circumstances, and I can't really think of many that would apply, but we hardly ever are going to have a link to a page from that same page itself. Why would we want to link to a page that we're already in? Now what we can do here is simply copy this, come to Declaration, right after Nav, paste those in, and here we don't want to have a link in the declaration file to the Declaration of Independence, so we'll just type here Constitution, and then change this to Control-S to save. Come to our Declaration of Independence file. We have that same problem. We need the BR tag down here for now. Control-S. Now, whenever you tap these in, one of the things you're going to want to do is to always check your links to make sure they work. So from Declaration, click on Amendments. That takes us to the Amendments page. From Declaration, take us to the Constitution file, and that works. Now, I'll leave it to you to follow these same skills that you're learning to put the links to the two other different pages here in the Amendments file.